How a plumber's son became France's most iconic business mogul. When you won the Tour de France, the Champions League, you've been a minister, singer, actor. What have I not done? I can't say I haven't been spoiled rotten by life. These were the words he told when he was interviewed by Le Monde in 2017. Praised to the skies by some, dragged through the mud by others, he was as unsettling as he was fascinating because he straddled every obstacle on his path to success. This golden legend, mixed with the shadows of a legal chronicle, lost trials, hefty convictions, decisions he would challenge all his life, French President Emmanuel Macron said in a statement. Bernard Tapie, the businessman, actor, politician, a pop singer, died on 3rd of October 2021 following a years-long fight with cancer. He had expressed his wish to be buried in Marseille. He was 78 years old. When he was a club president, Olympique de Marseille won 5 league titles and became a Champions League champion, beating AC Milan 1-0 in the finals in 1993. He brought top players like Fabien Barthez, Marcel Desailly and Chris Waddle to Olympique de Marseille. His cycling team, La Claire, won the Tour de France twice in 1985 and 1986. Under Tapie's command, Faucher, at that time the longest sailing ship in the world, broke the world record for crossing the Atlantic Ocean in 1988. He was Minister of City Affairs in the government of Pierre Bergaboy, who served as Prime Minister of France under President François Mitterrand. He owned Adidas from 1990 to 1993. This is the story of Bernard Tapie. Before we get into it, just wanted to ask you to subscribe to our channel. If you haven't done it yet, please like, share and leave a comment or ask a question. Bernard Tapie was born on 26th of January 1943 to Jean and Raymonde Tapie in the Bourget suburb to the north of Paris. His father was put to forced labor under the Nazi-occupied France. After the war, Raymonde Tapie worked as a machine operator in a refrigerator factory. He was a plumber. Bernard's mother was a nurse. Young Bernard tried singing and car racing before he got involved in business in the 1980s, buying up distressed companies for resale. Tapie made his fortune in the late 70s and 80s by acquiring bankrupt companies. The first companies that he purchased were paper companies Duverji and Diguet-Denis. Later came larger companies such as Leclanché, a large producer of batteries. He later sold this company to American company Ucar, Carbide Corporation, part of the Dow Chemical Company. He was a great deal maker. His holding company Bernard Tapie Finances had a revenue of $180 million at the time, 15 times less than Adidas' revenue in the same year. He bought Adidas in 1990, paying 1.6 billion francs. The tiny Bavarian manufacturing town of Herzogenaurach-based Adidas made $90 million loss in 1989. Its revenue was $2.8 billion in 1989. Adidas was nearly bankrupt when Tapie took it over. He took up a loan syndicated with French and multiple foreign banks, primarily German and Japanese banks. His 5-year plan saved the company. During these 5 years, he introduced 4 major changes to Adidas. He changed the marketing, the official brand logo, moved to manufacturing to Asia, and completely redesigned the distribution network. He brought former chief of design from Nike, Bob Strasser. Brand logo was changed from lotus flower to the current 3 stripes triangle. In 1995, Adidas was listed on stock exchange for a valuation of 11 billion francs, more than 6 times the price Tapie paid to acquire it. From 1993 to 2008, there was a long legal battle between Tapie and the state-owned Crédit Lyons Bank. Crédit Lyons had defrauded Tapie in 1993 and 1994 when it sold Adidas on his behalf to Robert Louis-Dreyfus, apparently by arranging a larger sale with Dreyfus without Tapie's knowledge. After 2008, the battle got even messier, and after 26 years of proceedings, it's still ongoing. He bought the Olympique de Marseille in 1986. He was club president between 1986 and 1994. Olympique Marseille won 5 league titles and became a Champions League champion in 1993. The same year, the club was stripped of its French league title and relegated to the 2nd division as a result of a match-fixing scandal. Bernard Tapie was accused of fixing the match between Olympique Marseille and a minor club, Valenciennes. The reason behind the match fixing was that he wanted to save his best players for important matches and not waste their energy when they play against smaller clubs. In 1994, Tapie was put under criminal investigation for complicity of corruption and witness tampering after a high-profile case against public prosecutor Eric de Montgolfier. He was sentenced in 1995 to 2 years in prison, including 8 months non-suspended and 3 years of deprivation of his civic rights. By 1995, he was personally bankrupt and therefore unable to do business, banned from running for political office, and he was banned from football. The first thing he turned to was film. He starred in a movie, Men, Women, A User's Manual, in 1996. In 1998, he sang a song called Life is Beautiful. In 2000, he took up an acting role in a theater playing Randall McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Between 2001 and 2005, he continued his acting career at theaters and appeared in the French TV series Valence as a police chief. In 2001, an American filmmaker made a documentary about him. It's called Who is Bernard Tapie? In 2018, Tapie was diagnosed with 2 types of cancers, stomach and esophagus. He received experimental treatments in France and Belgium. He died on 3rd of October 2021. In 1970, Tapie left his first wife, Michelle Layek, with whom he had 2 children, Natalie and Stefan. He married to Dominique Millet Damianos, his former secretary, in 1987 and had 2 more children, Sophie and Lorraine. Bernard Tapie lived to the end with his passion intact, an unshakable energy, and a great empathy for people. Throughout his cruel illness, he gave everyone a lesson in courage and dignity. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy said on Twitter, "Rest in peace, Mr. Tapie." That's about it. Please like, share, and comment. Till next time, bye.